All right. It maybe sound weird to make a streaming show on lay down on my bed, but who cares? So I titled this streaming "Visiting Shows." It's about few shows I just happened to pay a visit, few art shows in Italy, and just like to share with you, just like to share with you my impression and what I saw. Starting from the last one, I guess. I saw the exhibition of Mario Merz at the Bicocca Hangar, Milano. Um, what to say? Uh, People that have been to the Bicocca knows what I'm talking about. People who don't, basically the hangar of Bicocca is a very big space, huge. I mean, in the normal size of exhibition space is, for what I know, is a very big, and historically it was a airplane factory, or they were assembling airplanes, for what I know, and that's why it's very huge. Okay, basically, this artistic space is exhibition space for many years has been open, and is owned by the Pirelli. Pirelli is a foundation, I think, of a private foundation of wealthy uh, imprenditori, wealthy um, industrial, basically people, and they were okay, I guess, collecting art and made this space for contemporary exhibitions. And half of the space has been permanently showing uh, many years the installation of Anselm Kiefer. You can see big, huge installation with seven towers made on concrete and very high, seven high towers that are spread on the whole side of the building, in half of this space. And on the wall there are many, don't know exactly the numbers, but many huge paintings, always of Anselm Kiefer, a German artist. The right side from the entrance, the right side of the hangar is used for contemporary and temporary exhibition. And so this exhibition now is with Mario Merz. And there is also another artist at the beginning, that now I don't remember the name. Is actually pretty interesting. He's showing many objects hanged on from the ceiling, and quite interesting, I have to say. The other show with Mario Merz just opened a few days ago. Display all his igloo. Basically, there are a bunch of igloos made on different materials. The structure is all the same in metal and covered by different materials. Some are made on glasses, covered by stones, covered by piece of wood or other materials. Other parts are with his idea of spirals and some with the newspapers. On top of the newspapers, there are the numbers, neon numbers of his um, theory of numbers of Fibonacci, and that he's using as an idea of his idea of his work. Basically, this is it. It's all the pieces, all the installations. I think about no less than 20, between 20 or 30 igloos, uh, pretty much similar in shape and size, just changing a few details. The one I prefer, the one I like the most, are the first one, and especially the last one. Not in particular for the glue not for the piece per se, but for the way is exhibited. Basically, the first and the last one, I think, get the best in terms of displays, in terms of space, because are more separated by the others. The other one are all too many, one after another, and I think it doesn't work so well. So basically, this is for the Mario Merz exhibition. I think will stay on for quite a while. Another exhibition I just saw is the Lia Ruma Gallery. Alfredo Yar, I think he's a South American artist. I remember his pieces with light box and a photograph of people taken from different popular Latino Americans and very in a very poor. I remember his idea was a kind of a social too. Now the exhibition, what is showing, are basically beautiful space of the Liaru. The entrance, the entrance is a big piece made by all by neon and with some letters that with the red neon on the wall that you can see from the entrance is quite effective with some sentences that I don't remember now to say, but quite sentences that is showing. The second floor is a piece with sort of a table that is one on top of each other, like two tables, one in front of each other, that is moving with a sort of electronic machine is going up and down, and there's a white lights in the middle. The last floor, there is a piece that is the one I mostly like actually. Is a piece with projection on the wall is interesting because the piece is with two figure. I think if two females, if I remember. Anyway, some images two figure that you can see the images like a photography, and then is a sort of light machine, light electronics system that little by little became only lights, and you have a very strong lights, two figures, silhouettes figure. You can see from the photographs and become like a stronger white lights. This is basically, and then just repeat itself. Um, Basically, this is it. This is the show, and yeah, I mean, I can also just mentioning two other big exhibition I've seen. One in Venice, the architecture biennial. Um, Quite interesting. The only thing this was the first time I've seen an architecture biennial, but it's funny that the architecture biennial looks pretty much very similar to an art biennial. So looks like architects and artists are pretty much the same. They're very similar to each other. If you don't mention, or if you don't say this is an architecture show, you could easily take it by an art exhibition or an art biennial. Anyway, another space I've already been a few times. Actually, no, another time is the Artesella, where they're showing an outdoor in this beautiful bush, beautiful natural landscape. Many pieces, artist installation, sculpture, and sort of land art made by different artists using pretty much natural material like wood, stones, and interacting with the landscape, with trees and grass and stones and the nature around. Yeah, some one of the best I know and I remember is Giuliano Mauri with his cathedral, and a few other artists that I quite been interested. I remember one actually is like a similar, is an igloo that was very impressive. You've been inside, how this kind of space changed the acoustic, the sound, being inside. It was very impressive, this feeling. Other pieces pretty much not that different. And sculpture made with the natural materials, the biggest or the smallest, and some it changed in shapes. But yeah, I mean, it's very, some are very nice, some are more common. Okay, this is it. Basically, just to keep know you to keep updates and to inform about these shows I've seen recently. All right, this is it. Good night. Bye bye.